What's going on, everybody? So we're on the Allure of the Seas today. I want to give you a tour of the whole boat. So right now we're in Customize. It's a really good picture opportunity. The ship is, I don't know, getting close to 10 years old. I think it's like 2014, something like that. So it's the only Oasis class ship that does not have all the upgrades that the newer ships have, which I actually like it because it still has the original stuff on it and it's different. That's just why I like it. So we're actually on the President's Cruise right now. So when I do the tour, you're going to see some stuff on the boat that normally is not going to be there. I will try to point it out. But yeah, so it's an Oasis class ship. It holds, I don't know, like 6,000 guests and around 2,000 passenger and crew. 2,000 crew. So, but yeah, let's go check it out. How's it going, everyone? So we are on deck 3 on the aft, which is the back of the ship. And the only thing down here is a restaurant. So it's currently closed. It's where the gangway is too. So it's one of the main dining rooms. It's going to be the same restaurant that's on deck 4 and 5. The name will be different, but the food's the same, the setup's the same, everything's the same. Just a different name. So we're going to head on up to deck 4 because there's actually stuff on this one. I mean, I think there's cabins on 3 too. And on the front of 3 there's conference rooms. We can't get into that though. There's no conferences going on. So at deck 4 you have this restaurant, the Grande. I would go in there, but they're not letting us. Here's a breakfast menu if you're curious what the main dining room has for breakfast. Since I'm here, I might as well show it. And this is included with your cruise fare. And then over here we have Azumi, which is a hibachi sushi place. Again, it's not open yet. It's like 6 in the morning. It's our last port day and I had to get a tour done. And I don't think a lot of people are going to be getting off here. So I had to wake up early to film. It's Cozumel and it's a President's Cruise. There's only a special excursion today. That's it. So, and it's like pyramid trekking. I don't see a lot of people doing that because the President's Cruise has a lot more older people on it, a lot more loyalty Pinnacle members and all that. I don't see a lot of them doing pyramid trekking, so I don't see them getting off. So, and that's the special excursion. This cruise, this port, every port's had a special like excursion in it. This one is a pyramid trek with some Royal Caribbean executives. So. Walking through the casino right now. Again, it's closed because we're on port. And we are going to the entertainment hub is what this floor is called. It's got the casino, the ice rink, and some other stuff on it. So, the music's really loud. So hopefully I don't get copyrighted. But yeah, so I wanted to get this done while I figured there'd be less people. I know older people generally wake up early, but I don't think they'd be up this early. Even though there are quite a few people up here, these guys taking the photo. So we're walking right on through. The opposite side is the art gallery of this. So, but you still have some art over here. But if you want to talk to like the art people, they're on the opposite side. So there's 2 exits out of the casino. So out here is Studio B. This is the ice rink. And then you're going to have your art gallery down here. This will also lead you to the casino. They do shows and stuff in here too. So we have your comedy club. So this ship has not been redone like the other Oasis class ships have. So it still has the old school setup. Comedy club. It's kind of cool actually. I like it. And over here is Blaze, which is one of the nightclubs. I think it's the only one on this boat. On the newer boats, it's called the Attic. So, you got this nice ship map. Tells you where everything's at. So we are right here. That's where we are right now. So you got your non-smoking casino, which I have a full casino tour up of both of the casinos. If you're curious about that, show every single slot and every table with the pays if they were posted on the table. I think all but one were posted. So they had non-smoking. I call it the Golden Room because that's what it was called on the Wonder, and they were the first one to have a casino, an extra casino. So over here we have our theater. You got the Amber Theater, which is where all the shows happen. People getting off for their excursions. So we're going up this nice staircase and this nice bridge here to the promenade. So out here, we'll get to the back of here and show you all the running track. So they got the running track out here, like most Oasis class ships do. A lot of people who run prefer this because you don't have people on the pool deck getting in your way. It's a pretty good sized running track too. So yeah, it goes all the way around the boat. So there's like 7 cruise directors on this boat for the President's Cruise. Thought there was a bridge there for whatever reason. Alrighty, so up here you have an ATM, and there's one on each side. Get your entertainment palace. You have Starbucks. Now your diamond drinks and your beverage packages will not work at the Starbucks, so don't try to use it. They will not work. Now Starbucks gift cards do work though. You will not get your loyalty points on it, I believe, if you have like a Starbucks rewards thing, but they do work. So you have a karaoke bar here on air. They also do, like, I think they use some trivia in here and some other stuff as well. You know, above the karaoke bar, you got random facts about the ship that just kind of scroll across. So I know I said in the intro this boat was 2014. I was completely wrong. It's 2010. I got confused with the Anthem. The Anthem was 2014. So, and that was a good picture, so I don't want to refilm it. And I don't know how to edit, so I just can't replace it. But yeah, here's Bolero's, say, Lion Club. Same spot as every other Bolero's on every other Oasis class ship. So up here, you got your gift shops. They're closed right now. You got your The Shop, Solero's, Important Merchants. I'll get a tour of those up too. You got the jewelry stores. All jewelry stores, they love them here. You got Sorrento's, which pizza is included with your cruise fare. Then you got the Irish pub. Bow and Stern is what it's called, the Bow and Stern. So up here you have Cafe Promenade. They got coffee. You can use your diamond drinks and beverage package here. It does work. You got your next cruise, so you can book your next cruise. There's a staircase down to Casino Royale, but it's closed. It's been closed the whole sail. You got a nice car here. This is what I like here. So on the Rising Tide bar, it has a fountain. It's the only Oasis class ship that at least the fountain still works on. I know it was built, there was one on the Oasis and they took it away, or they always have it turned off now since they did this amplification. So yeah, as far as I know, this is the only one they actually keep it on. I know the Harmony and Symphony don't have it, I don't think. You got guest services right over there. It's really empty right now because it's in the morning and they're open 24 hours. You got your champagne bar. Well, they don't have this anymore. This is the Bionic bar on every other Oasis class ship, where the robots make your drink. So you actually have a champagne bar. So this is the only one left in the Oasis class ship. So you got your port shopping desk. They got this nice President's Cruise pendant you can buy. It's $4,000 for the smaller one and $4,500 for the bigger model of it. I want one, but I ain't gonna pay that for it. All right, and you got Silk, which is the last restaurant here on the boat. Again, it serves the same food as any of the other restaurants. One of them is for My Time, which I believe that's deck 3 is the My Time dining. And then 4 and 5 are just regular dining. Same food. You can see the decks from the other levels once you're in there. All right, we're going up to deck 6. Deck 6, you got the boardwalk. And you got the gym. So we're going to go to the boardwalk first, which is not... Oh, it is open. Cool. I saw this and it was a glare. I thought they closed it, which is really weird. So out here you have wooden horses of how they make carnival, like a carousel carnival thingamajigger. Shows you the steps. You got Zoltar, we can't forget about him. Another Oasis exclusives with the donuts. There's no other Oasis boat that has that, boardwalk donuts. You got the hot dog place. Every Oasis ship has that there. Carousel, which is included in your cruise fare. So you got some gift shops out here. Then you got an arcade. There's another arcade on the top of the cruise ship as well. And you got ice cream. So they're not even like getting ready for breakfast right now. That's what they're doing. So you got Johnny Rockets. They're setting up for breakfast right now. It's too early. And you have Sabor, which is what this restaurant is normally called. It's the only Oasis ship that has it left. It's been replaced by Playmakers on all the others, except for Harmony. Harmony has something here. It's not Playmakers. I don't know what it is. It might be Sabor too. I don't know. So for this cruise, they have it as the Cooper Cap Saloon. Welcome to the President's Cruise, because they have a partnership with Tito's. So they renamed it a couple things, but it's supposed to be Sabor. It still says Sabor on the cruise map and the app and everything. It's a Mexican themed restaurant. So you got your nice a bar right here. So on the other boats, this has the ultimate abyss slide. That's where the exit would be. You got a nice place over here where kids can climb around. And Johnny Rockets as is normal, free for breakfast on Oasis class ships only. It's only open on breakfast for those. We got this nice little thing we could throw a beanbag into there. You got your aqua theater. They do the aqua shows. Your rock walls. There's one on each side. And then I actually just figured this out yesterday. By accident, of course. But back behind here, you have your shuffleboards. Normally on the Oasis ships, these are on the running track. They'll have like a thing on the side that extends it to like an open area, and there'll be that. But yeah, you got your shuffleboards back here. I thought this was kind of cool. And here's Cozumel, if you guys wanted to look at Cozumel. Nice quiet day. And we got a sea day tomorrow, so I figured filming on a sea day would be... It's not fun to do. I've done it before, like on the transatlantic. But I did it towards the end of it, and everybody was like wiped out still. So it was a little bit easier. And I did it like really early in the morning as well. I like to film more important. People get off the boat, it makes it a lot easier for me. So I've actually stayed in one of these boardwalk balcony cabins up here. I don't know if I do it again, but I do have a cruise, a view, like a tour of the room. I did it on the Harmony last year. It definitely was unique, but I don't know if I do it again. So we're going to head back in here, and we got the photo thing in here. Also, the gym is on this floor, and the spa, which I have not been in. But the donut thing is cool. So on the other boats, they've replaced that with seating for Playmakers. That's the one thing I wish this boat had was playmakers. I love playmakers. It's a little extra charge, but it's like $4 and it's good food, and that door's not opening. Ha! This one works. So over here, you have your short excursion desk and your photos. So if you get any photos on, this is where you would pick them up at. You got little binders. It tells you what binder it is. So over here, we got the Schooner bar. President Cruise official store was here. They moved it to deck 5 now. But it's where the Crown Anchor, the loyalty desk. If you have any questions about the Crown Anchor Society, you would come in here. And then you got your Schooner bar here, which does a lot of trivia, and it's a really popular bar. The location of it on this boat is not the best. On the OS Squash, it's not the best. Alright guys, we're going to walk back over, because we can't go all the way across to deck 6 on the front. We got to go down to go up. And I'll see y'all over there. Alright, we made it to the front of deck 6. So, Vitality Spa at CU Fitness Center. So we can't go in the spa because you have to have a pass to go back there, or an appointment. I don't have either. So you have a cafe in here which serves healthier stuff. And see, that says they blend Starbucks there. You can use your diamond drinks and beverage package there. You just can't use it at the freestanding Starbucks. Alright, so we're going to the gym side. I don't know how long I'll record in here just because there's a lot of people. I don't want to because it's really weird. But it's quiet. I will. So you got private consultations over here in these rooms. You got a whole bunch of treadmills. And then you got some weights over here. You got a staircase which takes you down to the running track. As you can see, they do classes right here. More weights. So it's a good sized gym. All the Oasis squash ships are very similar to this. And then over here you got some free weights. And you got more treadmills on the side, and that's pretty much the gym. So yeah, it's a good sized gym though. It can get crowded still, like all of them do. And they got good equipment in here, lots of treadmills, good amount of ellipticals too. So they got towels, water stations, all sorts of stuff. Alright, so we're going to go to deck 8 next because 7 is just staterooms. And I'm pretty sure y'all don't want to watch someone walking down the hallway full of staterooms, because it's not exciting at all. So I'll see you on deck 8. So I took the elevator just to show y'all this. The map in the elevator, this map is incredibly useless. So that's all you get to figure out what's on each floor. So make sure you look at this if you're confused about where you're going before you get on the elevator. You can always pause that if you ever pause that and look at it if you need to. So it's deck 8 here. This is Central Park. I love this area. So every plant but the orange tangerine things are real in here. And I believe those are just for the President's Cruise. Because I've been in a ton of Central Parks and on this boat and I've never seen it before. So I think that's just for this. So, and they have a special event in here. So I'm assuming that's what those are. But yeah, so out here you got a coach store. You got Vintages, which is a wine cellar bar thingy. You got Portrait Studio, which you can see right over there. Prince and Green. It's another jewelry handbag store thing. And this is where the Rising Tide bar comes up to. So that bar with the water that was shooting up, it rises up to Central Park and you can ride it up here. And we should be able to see the bar right over here. Oh, it went back down. Oh wait, I'm in the wrong side. It's on the other side. I'm an idiot. So here's just the views. You get a good view here. Rising Tide Bar is literally right there. So, we have Park Cafe, which is complimentary. Then we got that nice little Caribbean logo. That is here for the event they're doing. You have Giovanni's, which is Italian. Some cruise ships will have Jamie's Italian here. I prefer Giovanni's, and a lot of people do. But here's a menu if you want to deposit. Yeah, Rising Tide Bar is right behind this. And it should be up there because you saw the water shooting up. I'll show you this view though. It's a good view of the promenade. So yeah, there's a couple things here that normally aren't here because of this sailing. It's so special. And these oranges, I believe, are one, or tangerines, whatever we're calling them today. That's a real bird. Whoa. That's awesome. Hey there, little birdie. You want to say hello to my friends? I guess not. Okay. I thought that was fake for a second. It's like a parakeet, like a little one. I think that's what those are. I don't know. Well, we found a bird. That was kind of cool. It was a pretty bird too. So yeah, this is normally like the Tellini's bar or something. And again, this is for the President's Cruise. That's what it's called. Shandon Garden Spirits. I don't know. So you got this nice area here. You know, no wonder they have a screen out here. So, which is the difference. So here's a Rising Tide Bar. I figured it out. So this is the bar that goes up and down from deck 5 to 8. It tells you what time the next departure is, all that good stuff. Every 30 minutes, starting whenever it starts. So you have Chops Grill Steakhouse. It's on every royal ship. I've eaten here. It's not bad. Here's a menu. Some days it's really good, and then some days it's not so good. Just depends on when you go. And there is an upcharge for it. And we have 150 Central Park. I've never eaten here. I've heard good things about it. But if I'm going to pay for a specialty restaurant, I want a steak, and Chops has steak. Giovanni's has a good steak too. So here's a menu for this. And we're going to head on into 8. So my room is actually one of these interior views right here. It's that one right there with the blinds open. So yeah, that's my room right there. The interior view, one with the park view. And I have a balcony out here on the Oasis in November. Never done that before, so we'll see how that is. All right, let's head inside. And oh yeah, we got a map of Central Park here. It's kind of cool. And we're going to go up to, I don't know, I think deck 9 is nothing on there. It's just staterooms. Yeah, 11 is the next place we're going to go. So we're going to go to 11, and then 14. There's no 13. And then we'll head up to the pool decks. So I'll see y'all up there. All right, here's another thing they've been phasing out of boats is the library. It's kind of classic logo here. We're going to go check it out. And yes, no one's in here. So yeah, they got libraries here. A lot of newer boats do not have this. They've kind of been phasing this part out. So, older ships do. But yeah, you can kind of just borrow a book for a day or for a whole sailing. It's pretty neat. And then over here is a Diamond Club. I had to get my card out. So this is one really awesome thing of the Oasis still. The Diamond Club's in a good area. On the other boats, it's down there where the Comedy Club is, and there's 0 views. This is great, and I hope they never change this, but they probably are. So you do have to insert your card to get in here. So there's a lot of people in there, so I didn't want to film much. And didn't want to talk. But yeah, in there, exclusive to Diamond members, there's a person in there that can do guest services for you. There's food and coffee in there, all included. Computers, you can print, print and surf the internet on, but you do have to have an internet package. So you got all that going for you still. So deck 14 is where we're going next. We got the card room and Adventure Ocean. Now I can't actually get into Adventure Ocean, but I can show you the outside of it. So that's what we're going to do. So I'll see y'all up in 14. Alright, so we're at the Seven Hearts, which is the card room. And they still put these on boats, I believe. We gotta push the thingy. They got some board games in here. And you do have computers you can use and print, but again, you have to have internet to do anything on the internet to make you sign in. It's just a bunch of tables for playing games. I believe they got the pieces over here, and they got, what we got in here? Sudoku, word searches. Alright, it's kind of cool. And well, there's some pieces. There's the rest. So they got more board games over here. But yeah, so they still do this, but they don't put as much work into it as they used to. So we're going to walk over to deck 14. We're on 14 now. We're going to go all the way to the front. So I'll see you guys over there. Alright, our journey, we made it. Adventure Ocean. This is the kids program where you can register your kids, different age groups. They have little events and stuff, and there's a lot of things in here. We'll go as far as they'll let us. Not sure what that is. Some boats say they have the escape room right here. But that's an arcade. So, got the workshop. Again, not real sure what it is. You got the baby area. And there's a movie theater in here too. And they play kid movies, or family movies. Let me rephrase that. So, they do have a really nice area back here. All the boats have an Adventure Ocean for Royal. They may not be as fancy as this, or the newer boat ones. They might be an older style one, which is way not as entertaining. Imagination Studio. All the cruise lines had something like this. Except for Virgin. Just because Virgin is no kids allowed. Yeah, they got science labs. You can do all sorts of stuff back here. Yeah, it's a good time to film this because there's no kids in here, and it's really weird filming if there's kids in here. That's why I don't generally ask if I see a kid, I just leave, but we're a little bit too early to have any kids here right now. So here's the Ocean Theater. It plays movies, and I believe anybody can go to it. It's just going to be more like family movies, and it's not going to be anything PG-13 or higher. It's not going to be kiddie or stuff. And they play PG-13 and higher movies on the Aqua Theater here too. So they do that. I don't think they have on this sailing just because it's been so insane. And I think they know nobody's going to watch them. But let me show you something else. This is the sun decks out here. The Oasis used to be like this. But when they when they did its amplification or refurbishment, they changed it. And I like this a lot more. So you go to deck 14 here at the very front. You gotta go through the cabins. Try not to talk because there might be people asleep still. And while the cabins are soundproof, the doors are not. So if you're going to hear any noise, it's going to be through the front of the door. The walls are very good with that soundproof. They do a great job of it. Alright, so this is the front of the ship. This used to be how the Oasis was. Oops, wrong button. Outside door. I got confused. So the Oasis in the refurbishment, they just put this up and they attached to the solarium. But yeah, this is still the old style, which this is awesome. I much prefer this. It's a nice quiet place because not a lot of people know about it. So if you want a nice quiet place to go to, this is where you want to go. You get great views. I love the wind, so this is perfect for me. You got some chairs out here. You can see the solarium right there. Yeah, I love this out here. I was disappointed when I went on Oasis again this year that they changed it. Because now it gets really crowded because everyone wants to go out there. And a lot of people are too lazy to walk down a flight of stairs and walk all the way to the front. Or they just don't know. So this was a good, nice, quiet place to run out to. But yeah, it's a really nice area. One of my favorite spots on these class of ships. Which this is the only one left that has this. So I really hope they don't change the Allure and give it the amp. I don't mind giving it amplification, but I don't want them to make any of the big changes. Leave it different so there's actually one that's different. Yeah, so you can see this kind of hangs off the edge of the boat. There's the rest of the boat. And here I am. And again, Cozumel. Not my favorite port. In my opinion, it's not. It's Cozumel, Mexico. Yes, it's Mexico, but it's not really Mexico. I always like to say in the Caribbean, when you're going to these ports, they're what an American. If we could build that country and Americanize it, that's what the ports you go to are. So this is what the general American thinks of Mexico is Cozumel. Go to real Mexico, it ain't gonna be anything like this. I've never been to real Mexico. I've only been to the cruise port Mexicos. But I can tell you real Mexico ain't anything like this. So we're going to walk back on in and we're going to go up to the deck 15, which is the pool deck in the solarium. Then we're going to hit the windjammer. I guess I'll go there for breakfast today since I'll be there. I normally go to Johnny Rockets, but we're going to be here. I got to record the windjammer anyways. Alright everyone, we're at the solarium. It's now open since I tried to do this yesterday and it was closed while they were setting up for the Diamond Plus and Pinnacle event. So over here you have the solarium bistro. Mornings it serves breakfast, lunch it serves lunch, and it's complimentary. And at dinner it's normally Samba Grill, which is a Brazilian steakhouse. I really like it. However, since the president's cruise is here, they have changed it on us, and it's a dinner by some smokehouse guy. So Samba Grill has been canceled, unfortunately, which is my favorite specialty restaurant because it's only on 2 ships. But they got barbecue instead, which isn't bad. I like barbecue too, even though I didn't go to it. So you have one hot tub here. You have plenty of seating out here. You got this nice pool thingamajigger, or couch thingamajigger. Pool in the middle. This is what the Oasis solarium used to look like before they redid it pretty much. Very similar to this. Then you also have nice fountains back here by the restaurant. So yeah, they don't have this on any other ship with the fountains. I believe Oasis used to have it. I can't remember. I was on it, but I don't quite remember. But I think it did though. And you got another hot tub over here. And then you can go out to the front of the ship, but I showed you how to do that in another video or earlier in this tour. You gotta go down deck 14. So you have plenty of seating out here. And then up here, you have the solarium bar. Just like Oasis. You gotta go up the stairs. And you got a lot more seating over here. You do have a towel station in here. It's only open during like the busy day hours. You got access to 16 up here. You can oversee these hot tubs here. And then some really good views. So it's early in the morning on the last day. I was hoping there wouldn't be anybody in here. I don't like filming if there's a lot of people out and about. So there's your bar. Nice seating lounge up here. That takes you inside. So on the newer Oasis class ships, Hook, Symphony, and Wonder, there's a restaurant up here. So you can't really come up here without going to the restaurant. Yeah, another seating area. We're getting to the sun. And that's pretty much the solarium. So it's a nice quiet area. You do have to be 16 or older to get in. And we'll continue on our tour, guys. Alright guys, so here's the Windjammer's breakfast. So I'll show you all the foods. I just ate here. I mean, it's not bad. It's just Johnny Rockets is so much better. So, I mean, I can't make any complaints about it, but always go to Johnny Rockets. We do have an omelet station and everything, which is nice. But if you're on the Oyster Class ship, go to Johnny Rockets. Alright, so what we're going to do now is go up to 17, which is the suite deck, because it's in the back. We're already in the back of the ship. It makes no reason not to go up to 17, so that's what we're going to do. Again, I can show you the hallways. That's about the extent that I'm going to be able to show y'all. I'm working on getting Pinnacle so I can get in up here, but working on it. I'm over halfway. So here's a suite deck. I mean, this might be like the extent we can go. So you got the suite lounge, and you got rooms back here, which I believe you have to have a card anyways. No, you don't, but you got your loft suites. Normally they're fancier than this. But this is an older ship and Royal hasn't decked it out. So over here you have your coastal kitchen. That's the restaurant the Pinnacles were upset about not being able to get into on this cruise. I've never eaten in there. I've heard some people say it's really good. I've heard some people say it's okay. I've heard it's comparable to a little nicer main dining room in terms of the food quality and the menu, but it is a more private setting, which people like. So we're going to look at 16 and then we will be done. Let's go on this side. The sun's beaming the other side. All right, so we're at 16. So up here, both sides are going to be the same basically. So I'm only going to point out one side because it's the same thing on the other side. So you got a bar up here that's rarely open, but it is here if you ever wanted to go to it. There's not a lot up here. Some of the newer boats are like hot tubs and stuff up here, or the ones that have been through a refurb do. This one does not. So you start the sky bar. There's one, the same thing on the other side. And you got a bunch of chairs. That's pretty much it. So there is a suite deck up here, a sun area you have to be a suite member to get into. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. So guys, here's a tour of it. Hopefully this was useful to you. Again, I don't edit anything, so because I don't know how, other than combining videos. So this might help you figure out if you want to go on this boat, just because there is a lot of walking involved. And I actually like walking, but there's a lot of people who just can't. So if you're not a fan of walking a lot, this may not be the boat for you. So look how long it's taken me to get a tour done and go through the whole ship. And I know where I'm going to. So yeah, it's a suite deck. So if you don't mind walking, this boat's amazing. If you can't walk or whatever, or you just can't because you're older, or you just have a issue, or you just don't like to, or you have kids who don't want to walk, this may not be the best boat for you. So yeah. So we can't get into 16. Let's try if we can go inside the 16 bar and see if it'll let us in there. Because there is a bar up here. The solarium bar is up here. But yeah, hopefully this helps you guys out. If not, then, well, I guess I can't help you there. So questions, comments, concerns, just let me know in the comment section. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. And yeah, there's the bar, but it's closed. I don't know what they're doing in there. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. And I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one.